Measures of Economic Development, Human Development Index, Green GDP, Gross National Happiness Index. In the realm of economic development, traditional measures like gross domestic product, GDP, have often overshadowed the broader welfare and happiness of a nation's citizens. In response to this, alternative indices have emerged, offering more holistic perspectives on a country's progress. In this video, we explore three key measures of economic development: the Human Development Index, HDI, Green GDP, and the Gross National Happiness Index, GNH. These indices aim to provide a more comprehensive understanding of the socio-economic and environmental well-being of a nation. The Human Development Index, HDI, was introduced by the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, in 1990. It seeks to measure economic development in a more comprehensive manner, focusing on three key dimensions. Health. The HDI takes into account life expectancy at birth, reflecting the overall health of a nation's population. Education. It considers both access to education, measured as mean years of schooling, and the expected years of schooling, providing insights into the educational opportunities available to citizens. Standard of living. This is gauged by gross national income, GNI, per capita, adjusted for purchasing power parity, PPP, which factors in disparities in cost of living. Expert 1. The HDI recognizes that economic growth alone doesn't necessarily improve people's lives. It highlights the importance of not just economic factors but also health and education in assessing a nation's development. Traditional GDP is criticized for not considering environmental factors and sustainability. Green GDP, on the other hand, attempts to rectify this by accounting for the environmental costs of economic growth. Expert 2. Green GDP quantifies the depletion of natural resources, pollution, and other environmental damages caused by economic activities. It then subtracts these costs from the conventional GDP, providing a more environmentally conscious measure of economic development. This index encourages policymakers to consider the long-term consequences of economic growth on the environment and encourages sustainable practices. Expert 3. While green GDP is a step in the right direction, it still faces challenges in accurately measuring environmental costs and establishing a universally accepted framework. Additionally, it may require improvements in data collection and methodologies. Unlike the conventional focus on economic output, Bhutan introduced the Gross National Happiness Index, GNH, in the 1970s, emphasizing the overall well-being and happiness of its citizens. Expert 4. The GNH index evaluates development based on 9 domains, including psychological well-being, health, education, time use, cultural diversity and resilience, good governance, community vitality, and ecological diversity and resilience. Expert 5. GNH recognizes the interconnectedness of various aspects of life and the importance of non-economic factors in the overall happiness of a nation's population. Bhutan's adoption of GNH has sparked international interest in redefining success beyond economic wealth. Expert 6. However, GNH faces criticism for its subjectivity and the challenge of quantifying happiness. What makes one person happy might not apply universally. Nevertheless, it has inspired conversations on measuring well-being and the importance of values beyond materialism. In the quest for measuring economic development, the Human Development Index, Green GDP, and the Gross National Happiness Index have broadened our understanding beyond traditional GDP. They emphasize the importance of factors such as health, education, environmental sustainability, and happiness in evaluating the nation's progress. Expert 7. While these indices offer valuable insights, they are not without limitations. They require continuous refinement and adaptation to evolving global challenges. Moreover, no single index can fully capture the complexity of economic development, necessitating a combination of measures to form a more comprehensive picture. The world continues to grapple with how best to define and measure development. As we progress into the future, it's essential to consider these alternative measures alongside traditional economic indicators to ensure a more holistic approach to improving the lives of citizens worldwide.